are you doing here?
I'm sorry about seeing you like this, Miss Ryan, but I just seen you on the news, and I'm one of your biggest fans, and so I just had to come by and give you a big kiss. Now, what's so funny, Ryan?
I can't help it. I'm so happy.
Oh, me too. I was on my way up to the Bronx, and unseen forces pushed me off the subway at your stop.
Were you going to see Sister Mary Jo?
Uh-huh. I'll tell her the good news, but first I just had to stop for a minute to look at you and touch you. Make sure it's all real.
It's the realest thing that ever happened to me. Finelli, write that down.
What?
That stuff about off the subway at your stop. The stop where you live. There's a song in that.
You're a song. You're all the love songs, all the happiness, all the dreams I've ever had. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I love you, Ryan.
I love you. And I love Sister Mary Jo, and you better tell her.
For it was Mary.
And will you stay on pitch, Finelli? Oh, I love everybody.
Good news? Yeah, I suppose it's good news when your daughter gets engaged. But when she's engaged to a man you just had a fist fight with, well, I figure it's a good idea to be prepared, stay in shape, just in case anything goes wrong with the engagement.
Make every day count. Do what you really want to do. Every day, every day, every day.
Make every day count. Do what you really want to do.
You want to make every day count, but you've got to be at your best. So get your rest, exercise, and take Geritol to be sure you're getting enough iron and some very important vitamins. Geritol. Every day.
Make every day count.
Come to find the beautiful new fragrance of Jean II. Sensual, but not too far from innocence. Jean II, the beautiful fragrance, sensual, but not too far from innocence. Jean II from Revlon. Wear it and be wonderful.
Sure go for some morning coffee.
Me too.
Boy, am I ready for this cup of coffee.
I know.
Only half a cup?
You said caffeine's been bothering you.
No, if they can send a guy to the moon, why can't they make a coffee the way I like it? Rich without caffeine.
We did. The caffeinated brim is rich because it's richer in Colombian beans than the best-selling coffee in America.
Brim really hits the spot. Another cup?
You can have the whole pot.
What a madhouse.
What a headache.
I'll take over, John. Here, take this. They're strong. Anison's adult strength.
They're all adult strength.
But while ordinary aspirin, buffered aspirin, and Anison start with the same amount of pain reliever, adult strength Anison adds 23% more. Then Anison adds an extra ingredient not found in the others.
How's your headache?
Gone. And no upset stomach.
Adult strength Anison.
This is ABC.
Yes, I've seen that.
Well, it's been haunting me all day. A doctor under arrest and Seneca Bolak, no less. It was tragic, Doctor.
It's regrettable, to say the least. Now, what did you want to see me about, Roger?
Well, about this.
Well, what about it?
Well, I was wondering what you're going to do about it.
Roger, I can't control the press. I told you I've seen it, so if that's the reason for this meeting, we can end it right here.
Perhaps you're not aware, Doctor, but as of this morning's newspaper, everyone in this hospital has been placed in a terribly embarrassing and precarious position.
Embarrassing, perhaps, but precarious. How?
Suppose a patient shows me a copy of this newspaper and wants to know if the doctor in question is the same doctor who's in charge of our department.
Has that happened?
Well, no, not yet, but it's bound to. And I'd hate to be the one who would have to explain to that patient how a physician under indictment for murder can be trusted with the lives of other people.
Then don't be the one to make that explanation. Refer the matter to me as Chief of Staff, and I'll see the patient personally.
But don't you see how everyone is in danger?
Now, Roger, you said that twice. I'm missing something here, and it's getting me a little puzzled. You say that everyone in the hospital is embarrassed, and yet no one else on staff has come to see me about it. Your interest, your embarrassment, evidently is much greater, certainly more urgent. Why?
Well, I'm concerned, Doctor. I'm deeply concerned about my staff and the people on my service.
All right, you've made that point. Now, what do you suggest I do about it?
Please, Doctor, understand that I'm not presuming to tell you how to run your hospital.
Then what is on your mind? Let's have it.
I think Seneca Bolak should be dismissed at once.
Come in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marshal. I can come back.
No, Seneca. Please stay. And close the door. Roger has just raised the question of the propriety of your staying on staff while you're under indictment.
Well, I'm not surprised. If it were up to Roger, I would be dismissed, convicted, and sentenced.
Oh, that's not true, Seneca. I'm thinking of the good of Riverside Hospital.
But since it's not up to Roger, I have only been indicted.
On account of first-degree murder?
I've committed no crime, and I've every hope that the courts will decide that no crime has been committed.
Seneca, now cut the legal footwork. Now, what you did, whether you get away with it or not, was a crime against humanity and medicine. Now, the grounds you used for my dismissal were nothing compared to that.
What grounds? For what dismissal?
Seneca? You mean you don't know?
No. What's this all about? Seneca?
Well, I told Roger when his contract expires in June, it would not be renewed.
Why not?
Roger? Well, the matter involves Roger's gambling, losing heavily, and as a consequence, association with certain unsavory business types. Possible theft and apparent blackmail.
It wasn't blackmail, it was a loan.
A loan? To repay gambling debts to racketeers?
Dr. Westheimer, I always assumed that Seneca had told you all about it.
Not a word. I think I understand what was missing here, Roger. With Seneca off the staff, you'd stand a better chance of staying on it.
I believe, with all my heart, that Seneca's presence in this hospital is a great and dangerous liability.
And I happen to believe he's an asset. The law can take its course, and while it does, Seneca will continue to maintain his position in this hospital. He helps to make Riverside one of the finest medical facilities in this country. And I intend to stand behind him in every way possible.
"50 years ago, he opened a little store on 7th Avenue and 17th Street. He opened that store with a grand total of 40 suits. He sold his suits during the good times, and he got by on the seat of his pants during the bad times. He worked long, and he worked hard. But if he did anything, he always gave the people of this town what they wanted. Their money's worth. His name is Barney. And today, his store is still giving people their money's worth. Only now, Barney's has a lot more to give. Today, that little hole in the block is not only the whole block, it's the single largest men's store in the world.
Barney's has changed a lot in 50 years. But Barney hasn't.
100% cotton shirts and jeans are Saturday morning, comfortable and cool. A cotton shirt is Saturday night, comfortable and elegant. Cotton is a quiet weekend, warm and cozy. Cotton is a business meeting when you could be hot under the collar, but you're not, because cotton breathes. 100% cotton, the shirt and jeans fiber. When you're looking for comfort, look for the sign of cotton. The more cotton, the better you feel.
At first, I loved liquid drain pipe openers, but now the affair is over. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, sometimes they take hours. Can't something work right away, please?
Well, Drano Instant Plunger does. Better and faster than a liquid. Watch. In this clogged sink, a leading liquid. But here I'll press Drano Plunger in, plunge it out. Drano Plunger works instantly, without lye or acid.
Drano Instant Plunger. Press it in and whoosh, plunge it out.
A begonia and chocolates?
I would have brought a rainbow, but I couldn't get it on the subway.
Jack.
What?
Butter wouldn't melt.
Hmm?
Charm coming out of your ears. What have you been up to?
You fox. Joe, I think I'm happier than I've ever been in my whole life. I just solved all my problems.
Oh?
Well, all that were important, I did it. I gave Mary Ryan an engagement ring.
Oh, Jack.
Aren't you happy?
Yes, but...
Yes, but I'm sure you approve of the choice.
Of course I do. When's the happy day?
Well, let's take one happy day at a time. I just gave her the ring.
But you must have some idea when you're getting married.
I don't want to deal with dates just now, not when I feel so light and full of spring. You know, this is the first time I've ever really felt a part of spring. Always used to wonder what people saw in this season. Now I know. You gotta be in love with one girl. Be sure that she loves you. And the whole world's green and full of hope and at peace.
Oh, you deserve that feeling, Jack. And you deserve to savor it.
First real spring.
And everything surrounding you and Mary is now at peace.
I think so, yeah.
Mary's parents?
Like magic. Ring makes all the difference.
Doubtless because it's a sign to them that you really are committed to Mary. But don't you think you'd better give some consideration to setting a date?
I will.
As we said the other night, it's a serious matter.
Well, I don't want to get serious. Not right now when I feel so good.
Jack?
All right. I'll give it consideration, but not just now, okay?
You're evading the question. What does that ring mean to you right this minute?
Time.
What? I didn't hear you.
Time. Time. I told you, I tried to explain it to you. I couldn't lose Mary. I couldn't let her slip out of my life that way. I had to give us some time. I know we're right for each other, but I'm the only one, well, we're the only two that know. Everybody else wants to push us into a formal, permanent relationship, which would be wrong for us now.
Us? You and Mary, or just you?
Me. But if it's wrong for me, it's wrong for us.
So, you're using this engagement as a smokescreen against Mary's family?
No. I love her. But they won't believe it. The ring is the only way I can make them believe it.
That ring is not a mere proof of love. It's a promise of marriage. You're engaged to be married.
I want to be. I truly want to be.
But
I love Mary.
You've yet to decide whether or not you'll marry her.
Come on, Joe. I have decided. I just don't know when. Now, that just take a little time, that's all.
So, you've come to me for approval, with guilt in every word you say. You know what you've done as well as I do. I don't have to tell you.
Well, what's wrong with long engagements? They probably make for better marriages.
Doing the right thing with a vengeance.
Oh, come on, Joe. You're not going to bring that up again.
No, you are. I want you to think about it, Jack.
I was just a kid. A frightened, confused kid.
You lost something. I'm trying with all your might to get it back.
It was a phase every kid goes through.
It seems to me you're going through it right now.
Look, Joe, I was 12 years old when you left the orphanage. Now, you can't...
And what did you do?
tried to get you back.
How?
It's not the...
How?
By being the best little boy in the orphanage.
A snitcher, a tattletale. You're on your best behavior. Better than your best, which is normally quite mischievous. You decided to be a policeman for the whole orphanage and get the other boys to mistrust you so that you'd be sent away.
The right thing with a vengeance.
Is wrong. You gave a lot of pain. Made a lot of enemies then, Jack. I'm very disturbed and worried about you now. Now I'll include you in my prayers, hoping that in the last analysis, you'll be the man Mary Ryan deserves. The man you promised her you are.
Dear Sirs, I have never written to any company before, but I just had to let you know how great Tone soap with cocoa butter is. Even when you wash your face with Tone, it leaves your skin feeling soft, smooth and moist. Plus, the smell is great. It's just everything it's advertised to be. Thank you for Tone soap with cocoa butter and moisturizers. Mrs. Marilyn Singsheim, Helenville, Wisconsin.
Tone, the soap with cocoa butter and moisturizers.
These ladies think they're testing 3 different cleaners. Actually, they're all using new Glass Plus, the glass appliance and cabinet cleaner all in one. Okay, ladies, did the cleaner you tested work?
Mine did, and no streaking. No more greasy fingerprints. Sure did a job on these kitchen cabinets.
Now, look at your labels.
You mean we clean glass, appliances, kitchen cabinets?
With this, Glass Plus, just squeeze the trigger and discover Glass Plus, the glass appliance and cabinet cleaner all in one.
Yes, it's a good day.
A beauty rest day. Yes, it's a good day. A beauty rest day. When you have a good night, your day is okay. So get your beauty rest and have a good day.
Good days start with good nights. Get your Beauty Rest by Simmons, America's great firm mattress.
So get your beauty rest and have a good day. So get your beauty rest.
Hello, Maeve. Well, I hope you two are here for a little relaxation for a change.
Afraid not. A conference, but it's more cheerful here than at the hospital.
Oh, you both must be exhausted.
Well, we have to stay on top of it. The DA's setting a very fast pace.
Well, pick your conference table.
Thanks, Maeve.
Oh, Jill, I've been meaning to thank you for taking Mary in the other night.
Maeve, she was hardly there.
Oh, still, she had some place to go that was loving and neutral. That's very important, I thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I haven't seen her since, but I did get one of those wonderful 3-word notes of hers.
Ah, yes. She has her mother's talent with the pen.
Right. I can't say I'm too thrilled about her going back to Jack's.
You haven't heard? They're engaged.
What?
That's right. Jack put the ring on her finger right there in your apartment yesterday.
Well, I guess I should say congratulations.
I can understand your confusion. We were a little taken by surprise ourselves. But all feelings aside, it's time to rally round.
Right. Congratulations.
Ah,
Maeve.
good.
And listen, I'm not worried about Mary for a minute. She's the best, and she's going to be fine.
I appreciate that. Now, I won't keep you from your conference.
Thanks.
Congratulations, Maeve.
Thank you, Seneca.
Mary and Jack engaged.
I take it you don't think it's a very good idea.
Well, I hope it is.
But you're still instinctively happy for Maeve. And I thought you handled that whole situation with a great deal of kindness.
What else could I do?
Oh, hey. A lot of people would respond in a different way. Now, you seem to think about people. You seem to know what they're feeling. And if you don't, you find out before you do or say anything. See, that's very rare.
You analyzing?
No. No. I'm just making an observation. Yeah, take this meeting, for instance. I think that you've been quite sensitive.
Have I?
Yes. I think you've scheduled most of our meetings for late in the afternoon because you know I don't want to go back to the empty apartment.
Well, I don't think that's the only reason.
No, but it's a consideration. Now, come on, Jill, admit it. You're a very nice person.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I'm also very clever. You see, I know that I'll have more of a chance of your full attention at this hour when you're away from all the hospital pressures. And also because well, 2 reasons are good enough.
Come on, now, what were you going to say?
Well, I have an empty apartment, too. So that's why I like to work at night. That's another reason.
There you go. I guess we make the ideal lawyer and client.
Well, I hope so, because I want to win this case.
You know, I have been giving a great deal of thought to the whole situation about who our strongest witnesses are going to be.
Oh?
Yeah, and mainly I think that we can depend on Clem to help us a lot.
You do?
Yes, even more than Bucky. See, in the first place, Bucky is a relative of mine. Not blood, but he's still a nephew. And I'm sure the jury would take much of what he said with some kind of reservation.
You understand that much about the psychology of juries?
Well, not firsthand, of course, but I can imagine how they'd respond. All right, now, Clem was Nell's physician.
Mm-hmm.
He knew how she felt about life support. And, well, this is something you may not know, but I think he's on my side.
Really?
No, I didn't talk to him about it. I followed your instructions to the letter.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, I get that feeling.
I see.
So I think you might do both of us a lot of good. You had a little talk with Clem.
Seneca, I have. I spoke to Clem and we talked about his testimony for the grand jury, and he was very cooperative, and I know he's on your side.
Oh.
You're amazing.
What's so funny?
You can't stand to see somebody else in control. I mean, you have this irresistible impulse to take over.
I'm sorry. I guess I just can't help it. The lumber mill syndrome keeps coming back.
The lumber mill syndrome?
Yeah. That's what Nell used to call it when I was less graceful than usual in asserting myself.
Ah, I see.
You see, my mother and I inherited the mill.
Mm-hmm.
So it was up to us, a woman and a small boy, to protect my father's share.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the likes of Uncle Antoine and that particular group of lumberjacks, you were either in control or you were in the lion's cage without a whip. I mean, have you ever tried to keep a gang of drunken lumberjacks from tearing down a fence? Huh?
I see what you mean.
So if I start to bark out at you, you just tell me to shut up.
Seneca, I don't need your permission. You know, this may not be the easiest case that I've ever had to handle, but it certainly is going to be the most interesting.
Oh, why this painful sinus attack? Why me?
Behind your face, all your sinus cavities can fill with congestion. Membranes swell and throb.
So that's why my head aches. What can I take?
Millions take Tristan tablets. Tristan really works. Tristan helps drain sinus congestion, relieves swollen sinus ache behind the eyes, cheekbones, and nose in minutes.
It really worked.
Next time, take Tristan tablets. Fast sinus relief. No wonder millions use Tristan.
Let's say we cut our walk short tonight.
Are you all right?
I don't know. I think maybe I'm constipated.
I know just what you need.
Carter's Little Pills, the laxative that helps relieve temporary irregularity. Effective because they work only in the lower intestine, where Carter's special coating dissolves to release a doctor's formula of natural ingredients.
Dear, this is supposed to be a walk, not a race.
Come on.
Carter's, gentle, effective laxative.
Make every day count. Do what you really want to do. Every day, every day, every day. Make every day count. Do what you really want to do.
You want to make every day count, but you've got to be at your best. So get your rest, exercise, and take Geritol to be sure you're getting enough iron and some very important vitamins. Geritol, every day.
Make every day count.
What a madhouse.
What a headache.
I'll take over, Joan. Here, take this. They're strong. Anison's adult strength.
They're all adult strength.
But while ordinary aspirin, buffered aspirin, and Anison start with the same amount of pain reliever, adult strength Anison adds 23% more. Then Anison adds an extra ingredient not found in the others.
How's your headache?
Gone. And no upset stomach.
Adult strength Anison.
Mary, my darling, I'm so happy for you.
Oh, thank you, Kevin.
But just remember, a ring in the springtime means a baby in the wintertime. So there better be a wedding in the summertime. But he's lucky to get you. Imagine a guy named Fanelli having the luck of the Irish.
Hello, parents.
Hi there, sweetheart.
Jack, come in here and join this hug.
Come on, Jack, you better learn to throw your arms around her when she tells you. There's no controlling her.
Hi. Congratulations on your engagement, Mr. Fanelli.
Well, congratulations on yours, Miss Ryan.
Is this a private party or can anybody join?
I know.
come on in, Joe.
It's very private. It's only dear family, loving friends. Anybody else who's cheerful enough to celebrate the upcoming nuptials.
Let's give us all a big hug.
I know what this is. It's a Druid circle, right?
All right. And I got a good idea. Let's take this Druid circle out into the street. We'll make a regular block party out of it. What do you think of that, Jack?
All right, fine.
Oh, and who's going to be minding the store while you're all pouring out into the street? Oh, no, don't pay any attention to him, Jack. We're going to have the party right here and have the block come into us.
I think it's a perfect idea. We have the wedding out in the street. We get Barbary to shut down traffic for the night and make the whole celebration into one huge block party. Wouldn't that be an ideal kind of wedding for Mary? Say yes, 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 honey.
I love it. How about you, Jack?
Well, great. I'll wear a tux and roller skates.
When is this wedding, anyway?
Well, it better be soon. If it's going to be outdoors, it can't be in the middle of December. Now, Captain.
That's right. We have to buy special wardrobes.
And fur collars and all.
How'd you like to be a June bride, sweetheart?
Well, I'd love it.
Well, there, you heard the lady, Jack.
But I do not want the reception in the street.
Well, no, any hotel, any hall in town.
No! There is only one kind of place for that kind of a party, and it's right here at Ryan's.
Oh, sweetheart, you really mean that?
I do, Dad.
Oh, that would be lovely. Have a fine nuptial mass at the church, and we'll all troop around the corner and have the reception right here.
Perfect.
Now that sounds like a real Ryan wedding.
Of course, sir.
Hey, don't I get a vote?
Do you mind?
Oh, it's not that I mind. It's just, I guess it doesn't matter much.
Well, I'm going to have to alert Father McShane. He likes lots of notice to post the bands.
Well, listen, seeing as how it's Mary, maybe he'd get a little money together and give the church a fresh coat of paint.
Oh, will you leave that poor priest alone about that church? It looks just fine.
Well, I don't think so.
We'll be married at St. A sometime in June, and there's going to be one terrific party here afterward.
That's what it looks like, all right.
I know. Hey, Kevin, set him up for everybody. Drinks on the house, folks.
Irish down here.
We're going to drink to a June wedding. How about that?
Are you okay?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it doesn't have to be this way if you don't want it.
So he's going to get really on.
Oh, don't. Let them have their fun. We'll talk about it later, huh?
Are you sure?
Well, sure, I'm sure.
I think it's going to be fantastic, Mary. Mary, come on over here, you... Oh, Carl, come on. Set her up. Give her a light. Great party, my dear. See you at
Up in the valley of the Jolly Green Giant.
Gosh, what a swing.
Thanks, Sprout.
Is bean slicing hard to learn?
Not with the Giant's green beans. Any way you slice them, they're delicious. Crisp, tender, and full of fresh bean flavor. French style or kitchen slice brand, they're still Green Giant brand green beans.
So it's all in the beans.
Yep, and in a smooth swing.
Ho, 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 Green Giant.
I know a place
I know a place
where life is good.
where life is good.
A brand new place.
A brand new place
In your neighborhood.
Your neighborhood.
Come to my place.
Where dreams come true.
My saving place can save a lot of dollars for you.
My saving place.
Kmart
Is your name.
Yes, it is.
Unique value. Take today.
Kmart.
Sell great
You're gonna get value at a low, low price. Here at my place, you know you're gonna get more.
Get more.
My saving place has got a lot of value in store.
Saving place.
Kmart.
Is your name.
Sing it for me, children.
Unique value.
sirs. I have never written to any company before, but I just had to let you know how great Tone soap with cocoa butter is. Even when you wash your face with Tone, it leaves your skin feeling soft, smooth and moist. Plus, the smell is great. It's just everything it's advertised to be. Thank you for Tone soap with cocoa butter and moisturizers. Mrs. Marilyn Singsheim, Helenville, Wisconsin.
Tone, the soap with cocoa butter and moisturizers.
50 years ago, he opened a little store on 7th Avenue and 17th Street. He opened that store with a grand total of 40 suits. He sold his suits during the good times, and he got by on the seat of his pants during the bad times. He worked long, and he worked hard. But if he did anything, he always gave the people of this town what they wanted. Their money's worth. His name is Barney. And today his store is still giving people their money's worth. Only now Barney's has a lot more to give. Today that little hole in the block is not only the whole block, it's the single largest men's store in the world. Barney's has changed a lot in 50 years. But Barney hasn't.